Alright, so let's talk about shiny Pokemon today and shiny hunting in general, because I've been looking at my old shiny hunting guide and it did get a couple of things wrong. Now, to be fair, a lot of guides at the time and a lot of community expectations were also incorrect as well, according to some of the more recent discoveries that we have about shiny Pokemon and dexnav chaining. So let me elaborate on this. When Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire first came out, everyone assumed that dexnav was similar to the Pokeradar. That, okay, we just chain Pokemon together, that we find one, we faint it, we go to the next one, and there's a different kind of change. With the Pokeradar, it made it to where you got closer to finding a shiny Pokemon. With the dexnav, you get higher levels, IVs, egg moves, special abilities. Like, it was a really great thing to have, so we naturally assume that whenever your chain improves, your odds of finding a shiny Pokemon do improve. Now, through the collaborative effort of quite a few people, just a lot of data being pulled together and a lot of tests and trying to figure out what it is kind of implied, it hasn't been absolutely confirmed, but it has strongly implied that dexnaving, just using the dexnav, it just gives a flat increase to shiny hunting. It doesn't really matter if you're on a chain or not, but that just overall, whenever you're using the dexnav, the odds are going to be better for finding a shiny. Now, chaining does have its own benefits, that you do get a more competitively viable shiny Pokemon through this method, and that also one thing that A-Drive pointed out, because as one of the main shiny kings of Pokemon, I was discussing this with him, he pointed out, well, having a chain is very useful as well. So chaining basics are really good because you just get to search, find that Pokemon, faint it, search, find that Pokemon, and then you're good to go, instead of just having like restart the search every time, which could eat up a couple of minutes to almost an hour over the entirety of a search, and maybe even more if you're really unlucky. So really, shiny hunting is actually easier than a lot of people make it out to be because of this new discovery, that while you do have to focus on the chain, you don't have to absolutely worry about the chain, because, okay, if something goes wrong with the chain, then that means you just start up your dexnav and you don't lose any chance of finding a shiny. That just kind of knocks you out of the search for a minute, and if you don't even care, you just want shiny Pokemon, you just run around, and whenever a new Pokemon spots up, boom, that's the Pokemon that could be a shiny, just as many odds as the 100 plus chain that you had going for you. That in my video guide, there's quite a few comments of people like, oh no, did I break the chain? Did I do this wrong? And while chaining does have a lot of leeway and a couple of little strict things about it, like, as long as you faint the Pokemon, the chain's going to start up again. Even if the dexnav shows a failure, you just try to search for that Pokemon again, and you're still going to technically be on the chain, but it's not going to change your shiny odds at all. So that's really the big thing to take away here. That shiny hunting is easier, and I wanted to clear it up because now I actually feel bad. I feel like I have to apologize, and I will, because I'm sorry to see like all these people that are saying, oh no, did I break the chain? I've been doing this for 300 Pokemon or something, and I don't think I'm doing it right. Well, just using the dexnav means you have better shiny odds. The odds after that can be anywhere, you know. Sometimes you'll find a shiny on the 15th encounter. We can't even really say chaining, we can just say encounters at this rate. So you'll find it on the 15th encounter, or you can find it on the 700th encounter. It's just that's the way that odds work, and all we have to really take away from all of this research is that dexnav, flat increase, no stressing over it, you don't have to worry about it too much. While shiny hunting is stressful, there is light at the end of the tunnel. It is a lot easier than I made it out to be, and many other people made it out to be at the start of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because all of the guides just kind of assumed the same thing until we got all of this new data. So links to Reddit, shoutouts to Rising Tide, he was the one that said, hey, you might want to look at this. And then on Reddit, all these users that have like posted in there, very strong, thanks to A-Drive for making this very aware. So all the links will be in the description if you want to kind of see for yourself what I'm talking about. Hopefully this makes you guys feel very relieved, because now maybe I'll go back for that hunt for the shiny Klefki, and I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you for watching.